Today's gospel sharing. It's Mark 7 verse 24 to 30. Sabi dito, no? Then Jesus left and went away to the territory near the city of Tyre. He went into a house and did not want anyone to know he was there, but he could not stay hidden. A woman whose daughter had an evil spirit in her heard about Jesus and came to him at once and fell at his feet. The woman was a Gentile born in the region of Phoenicia in Syria. She begged Jesus to drive the demon out of her daughter. But Jesus answered, "Let us first feed the children. It isn't right to take the children's food and throw it to the dogs." "Sir," she answered, "even the dogs under the table eat the children's leftovers." So Jesus said to her, "Because of that answer, go back home, where you will find that the demon has gone out of your daughter." She went home and found her child lying on the bed. The demon has indeed gone out of her. So, basically ang sinasabi dito, it's all about faith. No? Kumbaga, kilala na si Jesus na nakakapag-heal siya during that time. To the point na pinuntahan pa siya nung mother na yon. Ayaw nga magpakita ni Jesus eh. Huwag tayong magiging literal dito. It's one way to really show na si Jesus. Ayaw niya nung mga grandstanding, ayaw niya nung mga pagpapasikat or anything like that. More of, ando dun yung humility and meekness. Ibig sabihin dito is ando dun yung point na hindi niya kailangan i-broadcast para maniwala ka. Or dahil lang sinabi ng iba, ganito, ganyan, saka ka lang dapat paniwala. Hindi eh. So, somehow, yung mother na pumunta sa kanya, na naniniwala na kayang i-heal ni Jesus yung kanyang daughter na possessed ng evil spirit, talaga namang ikinatuwa rin ni Jesus dahil nga very strong yung faith nung mother. Kasi na rin dun sa sagot niya na hindi, inuuna niya talaga yung yung anak niya. Come to think of it, ando doon yung point na hindi siya, as a mother, talagang sincere yun, yung intentions niya para sa kabutihan nung kanyang anak. Yun yung ibig sabihin doon na, again, let's not be literal, na talagang inuuna niya yung anak niya pagdating sa pagkain. When we say that, ando doon yung point na bago pa tayo sa iba. Like for example, bago tayo mag-serve sa iba, ang unang isuserve natin yung mga anak natin. Kasi madami dyan na ganun na iba yung nakikita sa loob ng bahay, iba yung pinakikita. So, sa naging sagot niya na hindi, nauuna nga naman talaga yung anak niya at yung mga tira-tira na lang ang napupunta dun sa mga dogs, which basically, let's not be too literal about it na talagang mga dogs yan. It goes to show yung pwedeng ang ibang representation, no? But then again, ikinatuwa ng Diyos yung strong faith ng mother. Kaya somehow, yun yung sinabi niya na wala na yung demon. Through that, na-heal niya. Sa salita lang ni Jesus na sinabi niya, "Your daughter's healed." Yun na yun. So pagkabalik nga nung mother sa bahay nila, true enough, nakita niya, healed na yung daughter niya. So hindi na kailangan pumunta pa or idala pa ng mother yung daughter niya doon sa healer, which is Jesus nga, no? So, very, yung pinag-uusapan dito na talagang yung faith talaga ang isang malaking factor para ma-heal tayo. Yung salita ng Diyos na yun. So, we really hope na itong sharing na to, basically, hindi man direct na makaka-touch sa atin. Although I hope so na maging ganun, no, na kahit pa paano ma-realize natin. Or better yet, try to read yung gospel reading na yan, no? Mark 7 verse 24 to 30 nga. Kasi pwede natin i-connect dun sa reading naman ngayon. Kasi nung reading naman ngayon is actually yung 1 Kings 11. So it has something to do with Solomon turns away from God. Ito yung nawala naman, yung dating faithful nawala naman. So pag-usapan natin. Solomon loved many foreign women. Besides the daughter of the king of Egypt, he married sorry nagdobat, pero anyway, yun na nga. For today's reading, 1 Kings 11, Solomon loved many foreign women. Besides the daughter of the king of Egypt, he married several other women. He married them even though the Lord had commanded the Israelites not to intermarry with these people because they would cause the Israelites to give their loyalty to other gods. So Solomon married 700 princesses and also had 300 concubines.
What?
They made him turn away from God, and by the time he was old, they had led him into the worship of foreign gods. So from there, try to read that one, medyo mahaba pa yun, pero what I'm trying to say here is, yun na nga King Solomon is a wise king. Kilala siya dyan, no? Pero nung tumanda siya, parang nabago yun. Ganon din nangyayari sa atin. Yung, ako for one, guilty ako dyan nung nawala talaga sa akin yung faith kong yun. Or not really yung faith pero yung paniniwala na I know better, yung pride ando doon. At the same time, there are other outside forces or outside factors na mga talagang will work doubly hard para lang ma-convince ka na hindi yun yung dapat paniwalaan. So guilty ako dyan. So ganun yung nangyayari, nawawala yung faith natin dahil iba na yung paniniwala natin o iba yung understanding natin. So itong ginagawa natin ngayon, kasama po ako doon sa natututo sa bawat nababasa. So it's just one way na sinishare natin to. Hindi ko siguro ma-explain mabuti, but I really hope together with this one, medyo manumbalik yung faith natin. At the same time, we can share din talaga yung the word of God, no? So let's continue to spread the word, diba? Keep the faith, and let's not be judgmental. So yun lang po muna for now. I really hope na sa mga yan makikita natin how connected lahat. Sa nangyayari sa atin ngayon, yung napag-usapan natin about political crisis kahapon sa nangyayari ngayon, no? May kinalaman sa mga ganyan how they're handling yung mga affairs of our land, kung paano sila lumilihis dun sa dapat sa mga ganyang bagay, no? We don't have to cite examples para lang makasira tayo ng ibang tao, pero I really hope na through this one makita natin how things should be as far as leaning towards the word of God, at the same time keeping our faith. Yan lang.